What's up? Good morning, good afternoon, depending on the time that you are watching this. Today it's super exciting. I'm super excited for how today is. I'm also super excited for the gift of life. I'm also super excited for the fact that I'm energetic. I don't have any place that hurts. And that is something to be very happy about. You see, if you cannot be thankful for what you have, I think you should also be thankful for what you don't have. And what I mean by being thankful for what you don't have is failure to get the misfortunes that many people probably have. Yeah, you can fail to be happy because maybe your dreams were not met today. But don't fail to be happy for what you have missed out on today. If you are not sick, you are well. That is something else to be very grateful about. And the climatic condition is very promising today. Because judging from what you can see from up there, it's not very sunny, it's humid. A perfect day for adventure. And my adventure begins at a place that is not far from where I stay. And here, I'm graced with a number of sheep. Now we don't call them sheep, goats that are feeding along this road. One might ask, who is taking care of these sheep? Or this is a mixture of sheep and goats. And we also have a cow there, you can see. So these animals are used to feeding by themselves. The owner of these animals is somewhere hidden in the thickets. But don't think that he is not watching. He is watching these animals closely as he is where he is. So if you make a mistake of trying to grab one of them, that's when you'll know that all these animals have their owners. Okay, but that is story for another day. Today we're not going to talk about those cows and goats or the flocks that are feeding on these roads and how you can get them without maybe the owner not noticing. That is a bad thought. Anyway, today marks the closure or the end of the week. And usually most of our weeks we close them on Fridays, as it is today. So being on a Friday, there are less activities. There's accumulation of work that people have been doing all over the week. And now they are preparing themselves to, rest or to usher in a weekend, which usually starts on Saturday. Although there are some who start or begin their weekend earlier on, maybe on Thursdays, but majority of the dwellers or the Kenyans at large usually start their weekend on Fridays evening. And this weekend usually takes 2 days, meaning that it usually ends on Sunday, where people go to various churches or various places of worship to honor their Creator as they prepare to usher in another new week, which usually begins on Monday. So being on a Friday, like I said, there are less activities because many people have gone to work, probably preparing themselves to usher in the weekend, except for some people here and there where you can see there are some places where you can find just few people here and there attending to their businesses. The activities is not that much, but wait until Saturday. That is what makes the crux of a weekend. On Saturdays there are very many people because most kids have not gone to school. Many people have not reported to work. So the community is always full of activities. So that is where I'm coming from. And I'm going to join now the road. There is a road that I usually use here. So I have an option of going right or left depending on where I want to find myself in. But today I'll choose to go to my left. Now this is another place where the roads are well maintained. If you can see for yourself, the road is well maintained with very minimum activities. You can see for yourself behind me that we don't have many vehicles that are plying over this route, because this is a residential area, except for only one school that is ahead of me. There is one school that is ahead of me. This is the main secondary school where students or pupils from this area usually go to get their education. It is called Mihango Secondary School. Just a few meters away from where I'm standing. In fact, I'll pass via their gate in a short while and you'll be able to see where the school is. So, this is how the place is. You can see for yourself that the roads are less bumpy, well maintained, but with very few activities. This is not a road that is usually used by many vehicles per se. No, like I said, this is a residential area. So the only vehicles that you'll see here, majority of the vehicles are personal vehicles and motorcycles, because motorcycles being the major or the main means of transport to this area, you'll find most of them here. On the other side we have shops. There are shops or the shopping center. And in this shopping center we have a number of buildings where people have, of course, opened their business premises. Yeah, we have salons, we have shops, we have grocery stores. All these are social amenities that are of very much importance to the people of this area. So that is why you'll always find them at this place. This is the secondary school I was talking about. I said I am close to a secondary school here, and this school is called Mihango Secondary School. You can see for yourself. So that is the entry to Mihango Secondary School. Yes, I don't have an appointment to enter to that school, so that is why I don't have much to say about the school. But I'm told that performance in this school is very okay. Yeah, I'm told that we have a dedicated team of teachers who try their level best to ensure that these pupils get the best education they can be received from this institution. Being the only institution that is around, we don't have another institution that is close to this place, except maybe you move away from this area. That is where you can find another secondary school. But this is the main one. It is located at the center of this area. So I expect the number of pupils to be very many here, because it is the only school that serves residents of these areas, especially those who are in secondary school. You can see their ground. This is the ground that they use, but it is fenced totally. That is why you cannot be able to see anything. Now crossing to this other side, we have another field. And this is also another field that is usually used by students or pupils, mostly residents of this area, whenever they have sporting activities. Yes, when they have sporting activities, especially football in this case, this is where the pupils come to enjoy themselves. There are a number of times I've come to this place and I've witnessed a couple of tournaments organized by residents of this area, where young boys aged between 15 and below are playing football in this area, which is a very good thing, because it ensures that this area, the residents of this area, are busy. You see, all work and no play makes Jack a dull dog. That's a figure of speech. So residents of this area engage in activities which is very important for their life as well as their health. This other ground here is a ground that belongs to Mihango Secondary School. And at this time, I'm sure maybe pupils are in their classes learning. That is why the fields have no activity. But in the evening, when they go for their breaks, all you will see is a number of pupils playing. They do play here very well during their break time. But as at now, they are busy in their classes, so no play for now. It's getting sunny. Very sunny. Okay. Let me adjust my jacket. So, I'm going to show you just a sneak preview of how this place is, the inside of this school from a distance. So that is Mihango Secondary School for you. An easy day, very relaxing, very confirming, and I'm very happy because of today. It's a perfect day to begin this weekend. And there's another place that is very interesting here. It's not the first time I've used this road, and maybe I forgot to show you that we also have places of worship in this area. So whenever you feel like you want to go and worship, I don't have a place to go, you don't have to trouble yourself so much, because this place is surrounded by churches too. There is one that has always grabbed my attention whenever I pass this road. And this church is a good church, because I've seen it a couple of times. I've passed here and heard members singing. But I've never set foot inside the church to know exactly how they conduct their services. But maybe one day, one time, I cannot confirm when, maybe one day, one time I'll get an opportunity to visit them, share a word of God with them, and also enjoy the Sunday moments with them, because it is very important. This place is covered with sisal plantation, as you can see. Behind me, that is a sisal plantation. And a sisal plantation, as most of you are aware about, this is a plant that is usually used whenever you want to make ropes. For those who have not witnessed the process of making ropes, it is not hard. I'll probably show you next time in the next video how ropes are made without using heavy equipments, but using local available materials to make ropes. It's something I've done before. Remember when I was a child, there's a place where I was raised, and sisal used to be the main cash crop in that area. So we usually dealt with sisal fibers every now and then. Even in the schools where we went to, sisal was very important in the performance of our day-to-day activities. So in that process, I learned how to make ropes using locally or available materials, extracting the ropes and using them. What a privilege. So I was talking about a church where you can come and worship. This is a church I was talking about. I've passed here a couple of times, and the environment is very conducive. For those who have kids, this is very conducive. Yes, you can see how the place is well maintained. A perfect place to, come and worship if you want to. You can bring your family members here, because I've met a number of kids here on Sundays. So this is a family church. Being a family church, it's good that whenever you feel like you can come and worship in this place. Behind me there is a school. You can see there is a school bus there. So there is a school that is right behind me. And that school has several buses. So that is one of the means of transport that this school are usually used in their day-to-day activities. This road is not tarmacked because it is less used. Not many activities take place here. That is why the roads are not passable. Yes, you can only access this area by motorbike or by foot. But whoever wants to travel by vehicle, that road is not conducive to use such kind of means of transport. There is a very big tree here. This tree, we call it acacia tree. And acacia tree is usually inhabited by birds, because these birds prefer using the acacia tree because of security. And what I say by security, I mean, you see, with the thorns that these trees have, chances of predators attacking these birds are very slim. So there are birds that prefer using these trees to build their nests because it guarantees them safety. So viewers, thank you very much once again. I'd like to appreciate you with all my heart for choosing time to watch my videos. And for those who are still new to this channel, stick to it. Tell a friend to tell a friend, because we have videos that are very, very interesting. Behind me you can hear we have birds chirping. Yes, ready to usher in the weekend in style. Once again, I have to thank you very much for choosing and taking time to watch these videos. You have seen for yourself how this place is interesting, and thank you very much for dedicating your time to do this. I appreciate it, honestly, from the bottom of my heart. It's awesome. Thank you very much, and see you in the next video, because more is still to come. Adios. Don't switch that dial.